While Rowan College of South Jersey is one distinct institution, each campus has maintained separate athletic teams, the Cumberland Dukes
Yes.
and the Gloucester Roadrunners. So what are the advantages of separate teams, and are there any plans for some friendly competition between them?
It's a great question because, believe it or not, it was one of the hardest pre-merger questions. Neither one wanted to give up.
A lot of team loyalty.
They didn't want to give up, especially baseball. Quick story, I know time is of the essence here, but last year in the Baseball World Series, Division III, junior college, guess who played each other at the national game in Tennessee, championship game, Gloucester and Cumberland. I was watching it online, and the announcers from Tennessee were saying, it's kind of funny to see two schools. Between us, we knocked out Texas, California, New York, some of the big junior college baseball programs in the country. Those two were the two left standing at the end of a national tournament. And the announcer from Tennessee said, yeah, I think that these two schools are both from South Jersey, and I understand they're even pretty close to each other. Little did he realize that within 2 weeks, they would be one college. And my joke in that arena was, if we took those two baseball teams on together as one team and put them on a field, they played for the championship. Imagine if they became one. However, we recognize that the quality of the campus life, the student life, the athletic opportunity, we didn't want to, again, shrink access to an athletic possibility, no differently than the campuses run their own Phi Theta Kappa, their own honor society academically. They have their own EOF branches. We tried to keep as many doors open geographically, locally. So sports is, we do have now the cup, the Presidential Cup that goes when we play each other. I asked our athletic directors on both campuses that we played soccer, men and women, one night. We used Rowan University's field. We were under the lights. We had the equivalent of a D3, Division III athletic contest. The men won from Cumberland and the women won from Gloucester, so I got lucky. We're going to do it again in basketball down at Rowan University, where we'll play men and women again. This is to try to establish the camaraderie, give the opportunity and the access to again, number of uniforms available to play. We try to ingrain that into our culture of who we are. We've studied the model in New York, where the New York multi-campus kind of community partnerships up there, as that they kept their own athletic identities. The state approved it, the national approved it. Middle states acknowledged that as part of our accreditation that we were going to structure the institution. Back to the first question of how did you put the parts together. So some parts are side by side, some parts are commingled, some parts are singular. Athletics, we chose to take the path of two departments, and currently we're adding a women's track at Cumberland. We're going to try to enhance the number of athletic teams. We have site capability there. We have site capability up here to be able to expand. So it was part of the culture. And we wanted to respect the culture of both counties that they had in their athletic programs. Gloucester County has both schools, by the way, were 50 years old when they got married. So, we put it out there as, we were going to respect your past and respect the culture of the institution over that period of time. This is what it'll be hopefully for the next 50.
What do you see for the future of Rowan College of South Jersey?
Okay, the next 50. I see opportunity galore. I don't know how much of it will be on my time and tenure, but I think the table is set. We have geography on our side. We have political support. We now have other counties looking at it and the model. We're not doing that because we want to show other people this is, quote, how you do it. We want to do it because we believe it's in the best interest of the people who live in these counties. That's it. We have no motivation. We have no agenda. We didn't go into this, as I said earlier, with an idea of territorial grab or political control. None of that influenced it. I'm telling you on camera, none of that influenced it. This was an educational decision looked on two words, access and affordability. When we had the partnership with Rowan University, I can't express to you and the viewers how much that meant for a county college to be partnered with, not owned by, not merged with, but a premier partner of a four-year school. A four-year school that's growing in leaps and bounds. They're a research university. They're trying to move up in their status there to the next level. Two medical schools. You don't see that from Rowan. If you looked west, you will not see that until you hit Michigan State University. Allopathic and osteopathic medicine, MD-DO. their allied health division, their expansion into the sciences. We're working with them now over them creating a school of allied health, of which we're trying to set the underpinnings for that program. What are the opportunities? They're endless. I believe that if academic growth continues, I think if New Jersey eventually comes around to the baccalaureate, where we can work hand in hand with Rowan over the baccalaureate offerings, we can move into the applied sciences, which is really not a BA or a BS, but a BAS, a Bachelor of Applied Science. There's a whole arena of employment in there, mechatronics, process technology, aviation. There's things in there that traditional colleges don't go to that we can go to. Therefore, we could create a lane of a baccalaureate for us there, where Rowan would just come in and support us. Others we can do with them. I would like to see the 3-1 convert to baccalaureate. If not, the expansion of a 3-1, that gets the students here up to an upper level. Rowan brings more programs here. Once we integrate the medical school and the workforce development center into our culture and our environment, there's I already know of 3 possible buildings behind it, 1 with the high school, 2 with the allied health aspect. 1 could be allied health, 1 could be behavioral health, where we could establish with a medical school right next door, clinical practice, and have our students study it and be a part of it, have this region get the service of this college. If we don't protect ourselves in South Jersey, most of the revenue, the resource, and the educational opportunity will stay in the northern part of our state. I don't believe that's right. We don't believe it's right. Rowan University is now the engine of the South. They are the engine of the South. And I think if we can come in and mold Cumberland, Gloucester, and anyone else who wants to talk, or they do it on their own, if we can mesh and mold that in. We have Rutgers and Camden, and Rutgers Camden's a great partner. We still have an affiliation, strong affiliation with Stockton. Rowan is our premier partner. So we have tiers of involvement. Rowan is at the top. Rutgers, Camden, and Stockton are at the second level. Everybody else who wants to be a part of us for our student transfer and relationship, we still have open door policy. We have 100 and some colleges and universities that have articulation agreements that they will take our students and our transfer. We have open enrollment and decision day coming up, I think, in a few weeks. The more we open and expose it, the more opportunity, and that's the word I'll close on. I said it at the merger. This is really building opportunity. What we do with it is up to us. But the student has now an opportunity they've never had before in southern New Jersey, or even in New Jersey for that matter. And I think it's being modeled and looked at around the country. I'm still working and dealing with people in Florida with their state conversion from county college to state college. They have multi-county draws in their network. I'm talking to people in Texas and California. We're looking at their model of the bachelor's degree on a pilot program. I really think that the future is what New Jersey wants to make of it. I think we're setting the table. And I believe that was what our mission was, to get this in and see where it goes. The leadership politically, the state, our Senate president, these are the people that have pushed and encouraged us to go forward. Our county freeholders, they actually allowed this to happen with a vision of where this could go. And I think it serves the people well. I don't care how you look at it from a political perspective, from a financial perspective, it's sound. From an educational perspective, I think it's a whole new day, and proud to be a part of it.